Some people never recover from the sorrow or the sadness. But Kim Russell said, I'm not a victim. I'm more than a survivor. Those of us who believe in a risen Savior say she's a conqueror because she translated her pain into faith. And we're going to translate our faith into action. Stop the violence now. Stop the violence now. Stop the violence now. Now, on Mother's Day, there will be mothers who have no child to hug because of gun violence. We're making a commitment this year that this year on Mother's Day, it'll be some kind of different. It'll be different because of people like Kim Russell, and we thank her for standing with us today. As we acknowledge our elected officials who've been with us, we want to count as present and active council member Sarah Gonzalez. State Senator Bill Perkins has been here. State Assemblyman Guillermo Linares has been here. Senator Brad Holman is here. And I'm looking for John Luke. Come on forward. John Luke, Comptroller John Luke is in the house. He was mindful of the no candidates, no elected officials speaking rule, but he went right up to the line, didn't he? You see, we can smile through our tears, but our hearts are fixed and our minds made up. We're going to change America, and we're going to start today. We're going to change America, and we're going to start in Harlem today. Stop the violence now. We demand more action. Moms demand action. Children demand action. Seniors demand action. We the people demand action, and we demand it now. We want to salute another American who made a difference. He made a difference against apartheid. He made a difference at City Hall. He's been a friend of the working man and women across the country. We call him Butch. You know him as Bill Lynch, the living legend. William Lynch is with us today. Guillermo. When we opened up the program, we started with a moment of prayer. We were led by the I Am Peace movement. And they have a founder and executive director who's some kind of special. Aisha Sakul works with young people who make a difference. They're not on the corners. They're busy taking care of business. They learned how to say no to some things and yes to peace, yes to progress, yes to hope. And they did it because of their fearless leader, Aisha Sakul. Would you welcome her as she comes to us in her way?
I want to say peace to everyone. You know, as we prepared today at Harlem Renaissance High School to come out here and to bring some good energy and love, I could not help but reflect on the many preparations that were made for the children that died on the concrete right near this very place where we stand. And every time I think about 121st Street and 7th Avenue, Chris Booba Owens, Ty Cash up on the hill, and all of the other Cheyenne Baez at AK houses. Her mother Lisa Baez is with us today. My heart gets very heavy. And one of the things that I get tired of people saying is, you're too passionate about it. And what I say is get out here and see what it looks like. What it looks like after a young person is shot on these streets. It ain't nothing to play with.
I said, thank God you're done.
You can't put it it back together. You can't bring the life back. And to watch the mother weep. The mother weep for the child that she will never, ever talk to again. So those of you that are parents, fathers, uncles, put your hand up. Right. So I want you to think about that child that you got your hand up saying that you're an uncle, mother, aunt, sister, brother, and think about what would it feel like if you never ever saw that child again. If you never were able to go in that room and say, get up, you gotta go to school. If you prepared that meal that they love and they would never ever be able to eat it again. That favorite cap, the sneakers, that walk, that talk, that dance that they did, you would never ever see it again. I want you to think about that. And think about the child that you love, so that when we talk about stop the violence, and oh, another kid got shot today, and it becomes a very simple thing, oh, it's just another kid. Well, it's another kid until it's on your doorstep. And then it's a different kind of thing. So we don't want to wait for that. We're tired of the guns coming down I-95, actually up 995, and ending up on our street corners being sold for a PlayStation and an Xbox. We tired of that. We tired of our children wearing chains every day with the picture of the dead, and their spirit is hopeless and broken. So if you are tired of that, let me hear you say, I'm tired of that. Right. So if you are, you just bore witness that you are ready to take on the challenge to do something about it. Stop watching it on the 6 o'clock news and then just go to bed. Get out here and take a child right where you are or the one in your house and do something different. Talk to that kid. Start speaking to the spirit of that child. Ask about the violence that they face in the street, the kid who is bullying them, because good kids pull triggers too. Those kids that are bullied get tired. They get a collective gun. They purchase it together and they decide who's going to have it. So that good kid, when you say not my kid, can be your kid. Dead on the other side, behind bars, mentally and spiritually. So I'm not going to take up all the time because we're going to perform, but I got two things I want you to make sure you do. Don't go home and talk at your children. Go home and have a conversation about this violence that's going on. Let them know you were here. And let them know what it felt like when you thought what it would be if they would never ever hear again. And then share that with them and have a dialogue about what would they do if somebody was coming, because they call it coming at them. Know the language. If somebody's coming at them. Because their best thinking is what their friends say, and they say, yo, take that gat and push the wig back. We're not doing that. So go home and talk to your children. The other thing is find out who their circle. Hold up, sister, because this is important. I hear you about the book, but this is greater than that book. What it is you got to find out who is in the circle of influence. Those are the people that are influencing your child. And begin to find out who they are. Talk to them, invite them in, so that you know what you're dealing with, and don't wait till you got a dead body to put in a casket or a child that's incarcerated, and then you find out who the co-defendants are. So I want to leave you with that. You are challenged with making a difference because you bore witness that you're tired of it. So that means you are truly ready to do something about it. Raise your hand up, give yourself a pat on the back, be some love to your children and family, and create peace wherever you